Hello, everyone. I hope everybody got my little message that I was going to be on today. Um, I know it's going to take a little while for people to come in. Hello to whoever's here. Um, I was just going to get in a little closer here. There we go. So I'm sure it's going to take a little while for everyone to know that I'm here. So I'm just going to Hi, Lisa. How are you? I was actually in Iowa last month. How about that? We were in Iowa in Perry to hi Lisa, my sister Lisa. Hello. Hi Julie. Um, we were in Iowa, Lisa Carl, in Perry. We stayed in Adele at the fairgrounds. So, well, we'd have been home sooner if we hadn't had a little problem, but that's the way it works. And I guess it was a good thing we came home. I dropped a glass out of the cupboard onto my face, so I had to come home. Yes, I know. We were just constantly busy. I didn't get to see very many people. I got to see Mary Goddard. Was I messaged uh, Tara, but I didn't get to see her. So, well, I'm kind of glad to be back, Julie. It's hot though. It's not very much fun. So, yeah, the fairgrounds in Adele is very nice to camp at if you ever have to camp. It's a little odd. Uh, they have very tight slots, and if there's a 50 amp slot and a 30 amp slot, and they're like on the same thing, and so you're really hi Mary, you're really close together, and it was fine through the week, but the weekend got busy. Um, we love it, Julie, except that we had 5 days in, it decided to spring a leak. So we had to make an emergency trip to Elkhart. They fixed it, but it wasn't one of those things that really makes you happy with it. You have a brand new rig. Hi, Teresa. Um, but we really, really like it. It drives so much better, Julie. It's just um, we have always done this thing where we only drive for a few hours, and we only do 250, 275 miles. And on the way home, because we've been so late getting home, we did the first day we did over 400, and the second day we did almost 400. Um, and neither, other than, sitting that long, other than that, neither one of us were tired. Um, it is big, Julie, but so was the last one. um, the last one was, let me think, it's 3 feet 7 inches shorter than this one. This one is 3 feet 7 inches longer, but it goes down the road so much better. So, yeah, it's about 3 feet 7 inches bigger. Um, it's no taller. Uh, has the same size. No, it has a little bit bigger tire, but this one is a diesel, and it has just a minute air ride. No, it's no higher. It's no higher than the old one. Um, it's it's let me think. Just let me see this because it might be Lisa. Guys, I gotta go speak to Jeffrey for a minute, so I'll be right back. I wanted to take care of that before. I didn't want it to not get what you needed. Oh, okay. Just a minute, guys. I'll leave my phone out here. That's all right. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm sorry, everybody. They're trying to authorize a trailer. Maybe the color makes it. That, and we were sitting on a hill in that picture. So, but it's not any taller, and it is as tall as a semi, but so is the last one. And it's because of our air conditioners and all that stuff that sits on top. And it is white and does, yeah, it looks pretty big. It's funny though, if you put the two right side by side. Hi, Sharon. The old one looks out bigger, and it always looks longer, which is kind of odd. But Lisa, my sister, are you still here? Mom said Patrick got sorted out, and he's actually in the Air Force. Thanks, Sharon. It's good to be back. It's been kind of busy. I worked outside too long last week. I just didn't have it in me to come in. Yep. So he got all sorted. That's good. My nephew is joined the Air Force. Mom said he got a position he wanted, and that's what matters. So he leaves next week. Ooh, are you going to be sad? Anyways, I'm kind of waiting to see if Barbara finds me, or if she may have had to go, she may be on a church thing. Lisa's off visiting her sister. We were supposed to stream Thursday, and then I didn't feel well. Hi, Andrea. I hope I've seen everybody come in, but my son has found a truck he wants in Tennessee, so they're trying to make arrangements to get a trailer to go get it. And the bloody thing is too heavy for a regular trailer and too big for a regular trailer, and so that's what my phone messages were about. The mission specialist radar. Yeah. He'll probably be in Omaha some when he gets all sorted. There's a lot of that comes in and out of Omaha. That's one of the places Jeff was when over time. So I'm just doodling, by the way, guys. I'm just piddling with this. I haven't figured out exactly what I'm doing. It's kind of hard to believe that Tanya and Lisa have started streaming in. It's been so okay. Yes. Well, Lisa got Hannah got married on the 7th, I think. And I think Lisa got her all sorted out with all of the stuff that didn't get taken. So Lisa had to make a little short trip. But now I think she's off visiting her sister. Well, first it's July and August in San Antonio. Yeah, and that's not going to be fun. Hi, Violet. Yeah, I'm doodling. I'm going to put some whites in here in a minute. Yeah, San Antonio's not going to be all that fun right now. It's going to be hot. He's probably going to be at the Air Force Base we stayed at last time we were there. It snowed on us in San Antonio. We were downtown on the Riverwalk and it snowed on us. And okay, I am not liking this doodle at all, so we were going to have to fix it. For a while, Jeff was Marines, and then he was in the Air Force for a while. Yes, but we stayed there on our trip, Lisa. We can use the military bases. I saw pictures from Hannah's wedding. She was a lovely bride. Yeah, I thought they were just so sweet together. No, it's not. Well, not when 73 is too hot here. Yeah, that's true. That's what I'm saying. And it was 104 here yesterday. 104. So, but no, Lisa, he was Marines, and then he got out of the Marines. It was after we got married. Brandon had just been born. Brandon might have been about a year old when he went back in the Air Force. He was in a special thing in the Air Force, special ops kind of thing. And I think he did that about 7 years. And then packing for a trip to Minnesota. Minnesota ought to be nice this time of year. Okay, so let's see. Is that gonna? Yeah, that's gonna work. This one I don't like what it did, so we have to fix it. Which isn't hard to do. We just have to do some more doodles on it. But we were, let me see, it's been, I don't know, when did we go, when did we do that trip? I think it was 20, we had the new rig. 2020, we had to turn around and go home. Mm, 2022, I think, is when we were in San Antonio. Okay, this is not wanting to. This one's not wanting to be nice. There's Barbara. Oh, Julie, thank you very much. Well, we were kind of waiting. I was kind of waiting for Barbara so I could do my little journal page because, you know, that's what Barbara wants me to do is my little journal page. It's just no big deal. I'm going to have to make a new little journal, though, but not right away. It's probably because I haven't streamed in so long. That's likely the reason. I was supposed to stream with Lisa Thursday. Like I said, we were just going to jelly plate. I haven't jelly plated in so long, and I just really wanted to do that, but I didn't feel well. I've had to take a round of antibiotics. Okay, I'll tell you what happened. Really dumb thing happened. Lisa and I did a little book page twice while I was gone. Yay! Yeah, short attention span. Okay, so we've moved into the new RV, right? We're in Iowa. We move into the new RV, and we drive it to the campground. And I had put some glasses and stuff up in the kitchen cupboard. Didn't think about the fact that where they were might not stay. So I opened the cupboard and one of those glasses came out and hit me straight on the face. So I'm having an issue with my face. It's been over a month. So she gave me antibiotics and I had to have a CT scan yesterday. But it's probably just a bruise, but we have to find out. Anyways, the antibiotics Thursday decided they didn't like me. So, this is just not. Yeah, I guess I'll have to just let it dry and be that way. Hi, Sherry. I would unsubscribe and subscribe again. It seems to fix it. You weren't. Oh, Barbara missed that too. Yep. Okay. That could be it. There. That doesn't look quite so bad. When I get it. Yeah. I have to get this part over here fixed, but I'll fix it in a little while. I'm going to do my little journal page here in just a minute. I'm having ankle surgery next Friday. They're finally removing. Oh, that's not going to be fun. They're going to do it to both. I get to go to the foot doctor tomorrow because I've got my heel spurs acting up, but not surgery. I don't know why this does not want to write right there. That's just funky. But it's not too bad. I'm okay with it. So, but let's do our little journal page because I don't want to not get that done. So I did look to see if I had one. And I do have one. And I was actually thinking about using one. Where did it go? This one. Thinking about doing this one. I kind of like this pink right there. And I was thinking these were laying on my table. That's my sister Lisa from Alaska, Barbara. That's the other Lisa Conway. Yes, Barbara, that is why I think I'm going to make a new one. I didn't get a chance this week to even look for papers. I need to get out papers and something to cover it, whatnot, and make a new one. Liquitex? I thought I had some of those. I don't know. I'll have to see if I can find one to try out. Anyway, so this is the page I thought I would do because I kind of like this pink right here. And I was thinking that I had these papers on my table, so I'm thinking I might do something with one of them because they're kind of got the same color. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not going to like what I had in my head. The Liquitex works better. Okay, I'm going to write that down because Liquitex. I went and bought red Sharpies before I left home so that I could work on that black and white envelope thing. Look, they're still sealed up. I didn't get a chance to do anything like that. So I'm not sure that I'm going to really like this idea. This may not do what I wanted it to do. Oh, we traded it, Barbara. We traded it for the new one, on the new one. That was one of the reasons why we went to Iowa. Frankly, we should have gone to Kentucky, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, don't like this at all. Don't like it. Okay. Yeah, we traded the old one on the new one, and then we left Iowa with the new one. Maybe I'll just do something like that. Maybe. Because 5 days after we picked up the new one, we got in a rainstorm and 3 windows and a slide leaked. And then we went down Jeff went down the hallway and we had a major leak in the bedroom. And so we should have gone and bought the one in Kentucky, because then the dealer in Perry, Iowa, couldn't be bothered to call us back. That's why. Now we have more storage space. Well, Julie, here's the deal. The new one has more weight capacity. It has quite a bit of storage space. We're about 2,000 pounds underweight because we had it weighed while we were in Elkhart. It's brand new, Lisa. There was some reasons we wanted the 2024, and then we found out there was some reasons we did not want the 2025. So because our friends got a 2022 and it's really nice and we really liked it, but the 2024 has some updates that make it probably last a little longer. Just some things. So, but yeah, Barbara, we've got about 2,000 pounds I can get into, but we bought a bunk model to have more storage because the old one had more basement storage, had more cupboards, had 4 slides. This one only has 2 slides. There's we really like this one, but the old one had more internal storage and external storage. So we bought a bunk model to use the bunks for storage. But yeah, I could have gone shopping, serious shopping on the way home. Okay, so see this page? These kind of go with that page, so I'm going to do something on this page with some of these. What is the slide? Pop out? Does that make sense, Julie? If this is the RV going down the road, when we stop, this thing that's in here and in here comes out like that. So you have these things that stick out on the side once you've stopped. Ooh, okay, well, Barbara, that's one of the things I want to do is jelly plate. So, and the old one had 4 like this, and this one only has these 2. So while it's okay, and the other thing is this one has a truck in front, and our old one was we've had serious trouble with one of these slides, so not having a bunch of slides is a very good thing. And that's another reason, Lisa, why we went to a new one. These slide mechanisms are a little different, updated, you know. Hopefully we won't spend every trip stopping by to have one fixed, because on our old rig, this back slide has been fixed 5 times. So, you know, it was one of those things where getting the brand new one meant this has got extra support in it. But I was going to say, okay, because this one is a truck up here, this space from here to here is exactly the same space as we had in our old one. So even though it's longer, it's the same length living wise. So, but the whole thing, driving it, everything was so much better. So much better. Anyways, okay, let's do our little journal page. They did, Julie. It's still the same mechanism. It's just been updated. And this one up here is a different mechanism altogether. So that's this kind of goes. So I'm gonna do something with that. I don't know what yet, but something. I was gonna make a pocket and put some things in it. So I think maybe that's what we'll do. But I gotta have some more other than just this. Look, I got some bumblebees. That would be cute too. So what has everybody else been doing? Barbara's down to 2 pages on her little book. So she might have to make a new little book with me. I'm just looking for some stuffs. Do you attach a shelter to the thing? No. It has these things called awnings. So on this side over here, this big canvas thing will come out. It's not really a shelter. It's just a canvas top comes out. We really, I mean, it would, if we didn't take all the mattresses out, it would sleep 2, 4, 6. I guess it probably says it sleeps 8. It will never have 8 people in it. I can guarantee you that. We will be taking the mattresses out of the bunk beds because I don't want them damaged. These might be fun. That's a cute piece. I don't know what that is. But we've been looking at these rigs for 2 years. And we've been watching them, trying to find somebody that would take our trade and give us a decent amount of money for it. That's another part of it. And all of a sudden we realized that we were in Oklahoma. Cover for the next one. I got a book from a member of Book Arts Guild. It's Sienna type. Ooh. Okay. So Barbara's ready to jelly plate. Well, we'll have to see if we can't do that, Barbara. I don't want to promise when, just because of everything that's still got to get done. I still haven't finished all the laundry and stuff out of the new rig. What's that? That's red though. I don't think. It might go. Okay, let's see what we can do. There comes the rain again. It's been doing that. Just dumping on us and dumping on us. Okay. So. Kind of like this one. But we had a lot of fun. I took that workshop while we were in Fayetteville, and got to meet up with Shannon Green and Rosemary Morris and a bunch of other people, some really fun people. Took classes with Rosemary, Donna Joy, who is a friend of Shannon's, a book artist. Oops, names have just gone away. Sorry, guys. I'll remember in a little bit. And a collage artist, all from that general area of the country. Oh, I should have done something. I wanted to ink that 2.5 weeks ago. Oh no, Julie. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Julie. It's really bad when people don't really kind of pay attention. Let's see. Let's put some black around it. We'll just use the Stabilo pencil, and I was going to ink it a little bit, and I just forgot. So we'll just use some Stabilo pencil and some water. Anyways, while we were in Fayetteville, we knew we were going over to Oklahoma. Okay, come on now. This is not, there we go. And we went and we were camped in Oklahoma. By the way, the park we stayed at near Fayetteville, actually after we left, had very bad storm. A bunch of campers got blown over. So I was really glad that didn't happen to us, except I feel really bad for those people. While we were in Oklahoma, we had to hide out in the restroom one night because there was tornado activity about 3 miles south of us. And but while we were in Oklahoma, Jeff and I went fossil hunting 2 different times. Once at the park we were at, and once at a lake, well, at another part of the lake, but on the other side, which was a lot of fun. And we found some fun little fossils. So sorry about that, Julie. You need to take some time and just to play with your art and have some fun. Okay, we're going to put this on as a pocket because I really like it. But we need some cardstock under it or some cardboard under it or something under it. Well, how about that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Alaska, Lisa, did you get some, what do you call those? People to work out your pattern? Testers? Isn't that what you would call it? Testers, I think. Did you, because last time I talked to you, you hadn't gotten the people you really wanted, a number of people. Yeah, we spent 2 years in that kind of a situation, Julie, when our other rig got in a wreck. When we got in a rig with our other rig, in a wreck with our other rig. One that actually did the work, one that signed up and disappeared. Oh, hon, I'm sorry. Okay, so this is going to be my pocket, but we're going to turn it into a flower. Let's see. Do we want to pencil it in first? Probably, because, I don't know that I can draw that well today. We'll rerun the test because I need to have more sizes tested. Yep. Yeah, Julie, we were in a wreck with our rig. It was not our fault. And we had the wrong insurance company. And we were in a 2-year long legal battle. Getting a lawyer was almost non-existent. It took us 2 years to get anything taken care of and try to get a new rig. In the meantime, we were basically homeless because we had been living in our RV. So I will highly recommend it to everyone not to live in your RV. It is not something we will ever do again. Okay, so let's. There you go, Julie. When it comes to yelling, my husband knows to let me do the yelling. I'm very mean and nasty. Also got hooked on Jerry Bellini's slow stitching, making scrappy patches and dot patches. Jerry is so much fun to watch. I'm so glad she's back to videoing. Alaska Lisa, Sister Lisa, our mom taught us that very well, didn't she? Okay, this one. Hmm. So Violet, I'm going to doodle on my page today. Yes, me too. About Jerry being back to videoing. I followed her way back. Yeah. Jerry and I did some videos to or live streams stuff together for a little while, but then life sort of got in the way for her, I think. Okay, this doesn't want to draw well, and I already made the mistake of squashing it once before. There we go. Okay, come on. Are you going to behave yourself? Oh, I'm sure they're not feeble attempts, Violet. But yeah, that Do-Si-Do book was fun. Uh-huh. Um, one of the classes at the workshop was a buttonhole binding, which is one I hadn't done before. So that was fun. Oh, and Rosemary Morse's natural dye class was awesome. I mean, I've done a fair amount of natural dyeing, but the way she taught it was really interesting, and I really had a good time. Of course, the whole weekend was fabulous. All the teachers were great. So, folded heart card. Yeah, that I mean, we did some fun stuff. I just have to get back at it. Okay, that's got to dry. I can't even. I don't think you can see how wet it is. So it's going to have to wait a few minutes. We're going to have to leave that sit right there for a little bit. Let's do something with this. This will make a good journal card. So we're going to do something with it, but let's see what we can do. Mm-hmm. I need this. We don't get as much junk mail as we used to, Julie. I mean, we still get junk mail. Don't get me wrong. And there's, you go anywhere, and there's the real estate brochures and some of the other things that they have all over town, but advertising kind of thing. But we do not get quite as much junk mail, and you don't even get the envelopes you used to get because the bills don't even come in the mail. And I think Barbara was the instigator of that folded heart card. I think. I won't guarantee it, but if we're talking about the same thing, I think it was Barbara's card that I got, and then we made some. It's cheaper to email. That's right, Lisa. It is way cheaper to email. And as far as paying bills in the mail, it's a little more safe online, honestly. We recently found that out. go. Okay. I think I've watched some of hers, Julie. I'm not going to tell you that for sure, though, guys, because you know. Okay, there's still a little bit of wet, but I think I can at least cut this out. It's. Oh, thank you, Barbara. You found a link, and it is from Barbara. Yep, I thought so. Thanks, Violet, for posting that. It's been a while. Lisa and I are working on whether or not we can, how much we can stream. There's just a lot, you know. Our mess up with the camper and having to go to Elkhart meant that I was late getting home. Luckily, Brandon was here and he took Mom to her eye appointment. But now she has to have a new eye doctor, so I'm trying to deal with that. So it's just been, you know, there's just stuff that has to be done. Yeah, you inspired me. You guys all inspire me all the time. If y'all didn't know that. There are some little white tips, you know. I couldn't have little white tips. Just a week and both of you come just once a week and both of you come on. You don't need to come on twice. Well, the big thing is scheduling, Barbara, because although Lisa might be able to do a Sunday now, but I'm not sure because Sundays just kind of, they work for me and I'm not sure they're going to work for her. So we'll have to see what we can do. We just, you know, it's just one of those things. Now, I do know that she, with not having anybody at home, she doesn't have the dog to worry about making noise or having to take out or those things. She does still have her mom and stepdad next door to take care of. This is what I'm doing, just so you can see. Okay, don't stop. I shouldn't have stopped. That's what happened. I stopped. I didn't keep drawing with this pen. There we go. By the way, I have found this pen works really nice too, guys. It's just a minute. Let me fix my. Come on, where is this at? There we go. Uh-oh. Are you guys still there? Yeah. Turn this off. Okay. Come on. Focus. Okay. Now then, what I need to do is see if this pen comes in a thicker tip. Come on. It's a Pilot G2, if y'all can't see that, because it's out of focus. Come on, focus. It's not going to focus. Sorry, guys. Anyways, while I was on my trip, because you know these Uniball Signo pins, these are my favorite. But while I was on my trip, I was using one of these, and this really works good, other than it's real fine line. So, you know, that's... I like the thickness of this Uniball one better. The tip is, come on. Well, and I was bad this last time. Usually when I'm leaving on a trip, I try to get you guys some videos made ahead of time, and there was just no doing it. Um, this signal seems to work on most things, though. I do like it. I will tell you that most of the time they work. Now they do dry up when you don't use them, and that is one of the things that bothers me because you know they're not cheap. Boy, we're really going to get some actual rain. We've been having to water, and of course the fact that we have 29 tomato plants doesn't help. And Brandon keeps adding more pepper plants. He found a ghost pepper, which is like, great, just what I wanted. Uniballs will move if you put matte medium on top. See, I'm not real fond of matte medium. I never have been. I don't like the way it feels on my hands. Um, it's just one of those, I guess, weirdnesses of mine. I don't mind dirt. There's very few oil. Very few things I don't like to touch, but matte medium is one of them. It's kind of weird. Hi, Kathy. Piece with Uniball white and gold smeared all over it. That is not something I've had trouble with, but with the Mod Podge. But then a lot of times the white goes over the top of the Posca pin. So maybe if because it's sitting on top of the Posca, maybe that's why it hasn't smeared. Huh. I know that if it doesn't dry, and if it was on matte medium, it might not dry. Okay. Learn to add white as the last thing. Yeah. The surface, that is. Yeah. Kathy. Thanks, Kathy. Missed you guys too. I about have my pocket done. Then we'll have to make some tags to go in here. There we go. Hi, Beth. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so here's my pocket. Yes, that's going to work just fine. Okay, let's glue it down. My mom kept complaining because I didn't send enough postcards. Well, I sent one every day except for the last week. But getting to the post office was more difficult this trip because we were in places that didn't have outgoing mail. So she got them in bulk. Well, I like how that's looking. There. Oh, yep. That looks pretty cool. Well, I'm glad of that, Julie. I'm sorry I cannot my eyes are not running to work today very well. I'm having trouble reading chat. So if I miss something, just ask me again. Pod, podcast pen to write a little message on a quilt square. I was really nervous because sometimes they put out big blobs. Oh, Posca. Okay, Posca pen. I was Thanks, guys. Um, I was gonna say, I haven't used Poscas to write on fabric, but I have used these um, pigment pens to write on fabric before. Yeah, Kathy, I wondered what that was, but I kind of figured it out after a few minutes. It took me a minute, but I did figure it out. Okay, so we have this little journal card. It even has lines on the back. Now we need some rounded corners on it. I think it needs rounded corners. Yeah, I like those pigment pens. I always have liked them. I still use them a lot when I want real fine lines. I need not that color. I did get all my art stuff kind of put away last week. Good deciphering. Okay. Yes, I've used microns for fabric. You can iron a piece of freezer paper to the back. Yes, to stabilize it. If I've ever painted on fabric, the freezer paper situation really works well. Okay, looks like my ink pad is very dry. Let's see if it's, yeah, it's very, very dry. So as soon as I get this done, we'll ink it up. Okay. I've got to grunge it up some. But yeah, I blurbied out. I'll show you. I was let's ink this before I forget because I may need it again. I really need to go buy a new one of these. this one's poor and sad and just really sad. It's just really sad. Okay. And now it's going to be really filled with ink because I overdid it a little bit. Okay, let me see. I was going to show you. That's not it. This one. I was doodling on this, and I pushed the pen down because it wasn't giving me enough black, and I pushed and blabbed all over my. I call it typanese. There you go. Yeah, Julie, it's well used, all right. It is well used. Okay, so we need to decorate that a little. And I did have this already made, which I kind of like. It's gonna go. So it could go like that. And didn't I see? Yes, it did. One of these, I could do that. Like this better that way. Uh-huh. Let's. Mm-hmm. Yes, that was coffee, Julie. I use coffee a lot. Oh, bye, Moonrose Crafts. I'm sorry I didn't say hello. Oh, and bye. Okay, so she just popped in and then went. And I don't have a first name. I'm not going to say that. Don't say it, Lisa. I shouldn't have even showed you the blob. Yeah. Yeah, I like the coffee color. I really do. Between that and the black, I use it a lot. Um, and that makes that look way better. Oh, it's Rose. Thank you, Julie. Because I don't think she's on my list. Oh, there she might be. No. I didn't realize that I wasn't seeing both sides of this. Well, I'm not sure. Maybe her name is Rose. Well, that's true, Julie. Uh-huh. That is true. Okay. That is a good thing to do. Put a question mark beside it. In case she pops in again. Hmm. There, I think that works. Oops, it's off camera. Sorry about that, guys. We've been without much in the way of cell service. Several of the parks we stayed in, our phones didn't work this time. I mean, it happens to us quite frequently, but this time it seemed like there was a lot of the parks that we stayed in that didn't have cell service. And so I have not gotten to watch videos or anybody's streams or anything like that really to speak of. Hi, Joyce. All right, there's one journal card for my, oh, that's good. I like how that tucks in there. So there's one. We drew on this, but I can cover it up. Yep. I can. Let's use this one. Nope. This one. Yep, I kind of like that, so we'll use this one. Oh, thanks, Beth. Yes, we have found the last few places we have stayed that they either had no Wi-Fi or the Wi-Fi reception is so low that it keeps dropping out pretty. Oh, well, we never expected to have Wi-Fi where we stayed. We were staying in what they call Corps of Engineers parks. Our friends who went with us, that's the kind of parks they like too, and we really like them. They're very much more rustic. A lot of times there's power but no water right at the site. So that was another thing about this new rig. Instead of having 65 gallons of water, we got 150. When we pull into a place like that, we can stay longer without having to have any facilities. Anyhow, the Corps of Engineers parks are very rustic. There's no Wi-Fi. A lot of times there's no amenities as far as the sometimes the bathhouses are pit toilets, that kind of thing. So, we are relying on our cell phones. And we were so far out in the Never Never Land that there was no cell phone service. That's right. That's what we like, Kathy. My doctor told me to stop. It's so hard. That's I mean, we really enjoyed it. We taught our friends to play dominoes. Then we taught them a game called Sequence, which is a lot of fun. When they left us, we had to go to Elkhart to have repairs done. That's in Indiana. And they went on because they had a family gathering thing that was on their agenda. Their grandson graduated from high school. So they went on without us. And they had to make the sequence board. And she ended up having to make 2 of them because their family had so much fun. But so we've we played games. We had fun. We had a good time. Mark fished a little. My husband doesn't really fish. He's not really into that. It's not that he can't. It's just he It's one of those things he can pass on. Ugh, that didn't pinch right. It's called Sequence. It's just a minute. Oh, my phone's in the other room. Sequence, not secret, Sequence. Sequence, I think is how you spell it. Look it up online because there are pictures of the game board and rules online. We've had a game board for years. We had a board when we went to Alaska, and Brandon was 4 and he's 33, so 29 years at least. Stop. Internet only 3 hours a day. Whew, that's hard. Yep, fishing does just not spark joy for Jeff. Now, put him in the Jeep and let him take a trail ride. Yep, he has a good time then. We didn't get to do as much as that as we normally do this time. It's just where we were. That and other things we were doing. We did go to Crater of the Diamonds. Didn't find any diamonds. We were supposed to go crystal digging again, and it just rained so much that the few days we were where we were supposed to do that, it was just impossible because it would have just been mud pits. So that didn't happen. So we'll have to try again another year. So but Mark caught a few fish while we were in Arkansas. Okay, so there's the background. This is the other background. I like this little piece of stuff. Uh-oh, tore it. That little piece of stuff, baby. But I was going to use this. I was thinking maybe I could cut off of this. Yeah, let's take this piece off where it's torn. I read some. Of course, I always do. I have learned not to try to take books in the camper. I do have a few, but I just get books on my phone. It makes it easier to tote them because I can go through a book in a day. So, it's. We didn't get to shop as much. My friend and I, we got to go to some thrift stores, but in just different little towns. We were in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We were looking at a new RV in Tulsa, and there was a couple things we needed to do, like what was it? I think we did. I think we had to go to Harbor Freight or someplace like that. I can't remember. It was. We were different places. And then just different things we needed. Anyways, we did get to go to a thrift store or two while we were in Tulsa, and then I don't know, a few just different places we went. That murderer was just arrested in Tulsa. Well, I'm glad we weren't there for a while. Dr. Schmuchter, what do they know? Yeah. I just found out this morning that there was a major shooting in the town where I grew up. I'm thinking this. Let's get rid of that. Let's put that in there like that. Put that in there like that. Kind of like that, but I think it needs some words or something. Okay, so words or something. Not sure I like that. Maybe we'll put some of this. Oh, that might work. Kind of like that. While we were there was when all those tornadoes were going through Oklahoma. That's where we had to hide out in the bathroom in the middle of the night. We had known the storms were going to be bad, so we had our slides all in and we were hunkered down. I mean, we knew that it wasn't going to be good. Okay, I kind of like this one. So we were kind of prepared when the sirens started going off. We just got in deep and went up to the bathroom. I don't think Joyce is in Oklahoma. I won't tell you where she's at. I'm not sure. Okay, let's. My hubby and my son are headed to Tennessee Tuesday. I don't know, somewhere near Chattanooga. They're going after a pickup truck. Okay, let's tear this a little because I don't. There we go. That looks good. Now I need some. You can spell it. You can't type. Oh, Tennessee's. Okay, I didn't even see it, Joyce. But for some reason, we were followed by a lot of storms this spring. This was the first time we've had so many storms on a trip. Now, we were centrally located this spring, where a lot of times we go south. So there's not as many areas of where the tornadoes come in. Yeah, I was looking. The reason I did it, Kathy, is because I had used it on, this is some kind of number stamp I had done, and I made it on a little ticket, and I had used it on there, and because these are going to go in the same page, I decided to use it again to tie them together. And that's I have a whole lot of those scissors, but that's the only pair I keep right there. I have a whole bucket of them. Mary did back when we were doing what do I want to call it? We were doing what do I want to say? Well, it was a collaboration, and she would give us prompts, and we would do these whatever we wanted with the prompt. And one of her prompts was scissors, so I used all my different decorative edge scissors and made edges on pages for a little journal. It was kind of fun. Gosh, I cannot see that. Okay. Now then. But I don't tend to use them. What I would like to do, and I've mentioned this a few times, is take a day and spend a day just making edges with things like those scissors and just keeping them in a box ready to use whenever I want them. But those days just don't seem to happen. Okay, she finished hers, and here I am still working on mine. Well, that figures, doesn't it? Okay. And I'm probably not going to be happy because I've got 2 tags, and 2, not 3. Why don't we have 3 tags? Yeah, I used to have a whole set of them too, but she didn't have any tags. That's why she got done quicker. Oh, okay. Ta-da! Okay, that's 2. That's why my book gets so fat, though, Barbara, is because I have these tags and I tuck them in there, and then the book gets fatter and fatter. So, what do I want to do? Do I want to do another tag? If I do, it needs to be a little one. A little tag. How about that? Can we do a little tag? Let me see what I have. Mm-hmm. that's what we're going to do. We're just going to cut this into a little piece. Okay. We got stuff everywhere. Don't have my cutter. Well, apparently I didn't get everything back out, guys. No, I don't have it. So we're just going to have to wing it and cut it. Let's put, oh, I'm just being lazy. Let's see if this one, yeah, it will work. So we're going to have two bigger tags and a smaller tag. And boy, is it raining now. Woo! It is pouring. Oh, there are those bees. Let's use these bees because I kind of like them. Okay. Yep, so. Oh, I forgot the other challenge I took part in. Art Soul Beginner did a challenge called Windows into the World Challenge. Oh, sounds interesting. Yeah, can you maybe post link where you can find out a little bit about that, Barbara? Okay, let's. Okay. All righty, Barbara, that sounds good. Okay. Ugh, I didn't get quite to the edge right there. There we go. Kathy, you have to follow the person who you want to see. So you have to follow Barbara if you want it to pop up in your feed. And I don't go to Instagram hardly at all because it's one of those things. It's one more thing for me to try to learn to use. And I will tell you honestly, that's another time thingy I just don't seem to have. Oh, I like the little bumblebees. There we go. I think I'm going to move a flower or two or three maybe. Maybe these. Is this big enough? No. Okay. Okay, I like that. Okay. Only these that I do because of Janet Young, who is also doing the Windows to the World. That's one of mine, and all the tiny circles inspired by Janet. Awesome. Okay, let me get these edges on this. Okay. Okay, these are not showing up well enough, so we're going to have to do something else. Don't know what. Oh, Cheryl's in the balcony. Hello, Cheryl. Guys, I hope I said hello to everybody. It's gotten to where I can almost not see the... I'm almost to the point where I cannot see it at all. So, okay, now I know I put... What did I do with it? Did I move it somewhere? Okay. I wanted a roll of washi tape or something because this is just not showing up enough. So I was going to put a piece of washi tape under there. Of course, washi tape is one of those things it's really hard to get to. Hi, Dana. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's a little better. Let's glue it down. Guess maybe I don't need to glue it down. Maybe it's sticky enough. All right. Then we need some bling. And I think there's some bling in here. Okay. Just wanted a strip of this. It decided for me. Yeah, it decided for me. I didn't. Yeah, it was done. It said, uh-huh. Okay. It's just as well. It's nothing that's gonna get. I'm not gonna. What do I want to say? Play with them a lot. Anyways, it's not gonna, get picked up and read a lot or slid in and out a lot. If it was, then it might not be a good idea. But turn over. There we go. Come here. We have to have a little bit of bling. Yes, Kathy, that was why I was going to pick it up and put glue on the back of it, but it had decided it was stuck. So, I'm not going to complain. If it's decided it's stuck, it'll be all right with me. I don't think it's going to go in. Oh, guess I can't play with that right now. Lost my little piece of bling. That doesn't usually happen when you use okay. I'm just folding up the petals just a little bit, just to make them stand out just a tiny bit, is all. They're going to get flattened out when I put them back in the pocket, but it will just make them just be a little bit off of the paper, page, whatever you want to call it, tag. Time to put the markers away and head to the kitchen cooking crafts. I've got to do that soon, unless I can convince my husband he wants a pizza, but I don't know. He's awful tired. He may not want to go out. Okay. I'm not going to tuck it in the pocket just yet, because if I do, it will, they'll come off because they're not totally glued on. All that's got to be put away. Okay. Thanks, guys. Bye, Violet. But this is my tags. That one. Let's fix the. Let's see if this focuses better. Okay, so there's one tag. Here's one tag. Come on, focus. focus, focus. And that blue kind of matches that blue. And then there's the first tag we made. And they're going to go in this pocket right here. And today's date is what? Let's see. The 16th. June 16th. 2024. Probably need to try to make a new book next week. Let's lay this up there, though, and let it get dry before I shove it in the pocket. Is Anne going to be on today? I don't know. She'll be on in a little while, I'm guessing. I'm just gonna go back to doodling for a little bit. I'm not gonna last much longer though, because I can't hardly see the. No, mine's probably asleep in his chair. He just got a phone call, so he's not asleep, but he worked way too long out there in that heat yesterday. That was not a good thing. 5 Eastern time. That's 4. That's 4 our time, right? My time, I think, is 4. That's when I think I've been getting off lately, is at 4. Yeah. Let's see what we can do here. Let's do some little straight line things. Bye, Kathy. Kind of think we need some dots around this. Yeah. Maybe some dots in here. Let those get dry and work over here a little bit. I'm glad to have you back to your Sunday stream. I hope you and Lisa can find a time to play. I would really like to find that too, Barbara. I messaged her about coming on with me today, but she's off. I think she went to visit her sister. I know was going to visit her sister. I just am not sure that this is the trip to visit her sister, but I think it is. And so that's probably where she's at. She said she was not in town is all she said, but we had intended to Thursday. I just did not feel well. And then I thought, well, I knew she was going to come on and Jelly Plate, and I thought, well, I'll at least stop in and say hello. And then I was asleep, which is not normal, but I spent most of the afternoon in bed. Time for Tylenol. Yep. No, she got back Thursday. When she took stuff over, she didn't have to go all the way over to take stuff to Hannah. She got back in Thursday morning. She was gonna try to do that run in one day, and I talked to her for quite a while Wednesday, and she kind of agreed that it was going to be too much to try to get back. So she got outside the city limits and into a smaller town, got a hotel and spent the night, and then got up the next morning and finished the drive home. It was just too long of a drive to turn around and come back home.
So, but she did that Thursday and got home Thursday morning. So I don't think she's gone to take another load. I may be wrong, but I thought she had everything sorted out and taken. But there again, I won't guarantee anything because I don't know right now. Okay. Sometimes my pen says, we just need to make some more dots. More dots, more dots. I will, Cheryl. She did post pictures of Hannah's wedding in her Facebook group. So if you belong to Lisa's Facebook group, you should be able to see pictures of that sweet girl. She looked radiant. Oh, I know what I want to do now. First, we got to get all of these around here. One of the things I will tell you is that the white pen does take longer to dry. So if there's a chance you're going to load your fingers in it, you want to make sure it's really dry before you go on to the next thing you're doing. Let's see how this looks. Yeah. I like that. Mm-hmm. And this is just inexpensive craft paint that's on here. It was just put on with a brush. This is actually from one of my workshops. I just didn't get my project finished. So however, I can't read and look at this. Okay. What I need is an auto comment reader. An auto comment reader that reads the comments in my ears so I don't have to look up to see what they say. That's somebody needs to design that. You know how your telephone tells you what, when somebody calls, or we need it to read our YouTube comments. Yes. Okay, somebody design that for me, will you? Oh, I like how that one came out. That one came out cool. Wouldn't that be awesome, Julie? I think that would be really cool. Apple does that in the accessibility settings. Okay, Windows may also. Huh. Yeah, Rosemary has who is it that goes on with Rosemary that reads that? But Lisa, I'll have to look. Accessibility. Okay, I had to take my phone to the other room when they were trying to book that trailer. Let me go get my phone. I'll be right back because that would be cool if that would do that. But yes, Barbara, somebody could. Yeah, that would be any. There would be anything from the Blind Society that does that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Apple reads the chat. She says in the accessibility settings, Windows may also. So, yeah. The problem is my. Oh no, they're right here in the thing. I don't want you guys listening to it in a back feed. Oh. Oh, well, Lisa's talking about my computer. If you have a, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Lisa, is that my Android phone might. Yeah, I've got an earbud. Need an earbud, so it was only read to me. Yep. That's what, Okay, so let's see. Let's try the computer because let's try the computer first. So now accessibility. Let's see here. We've got. Where would that setting be? Yeah, if I had my earbuds in, Julie, it shouldn't create the echo. That's the thing. I'm hearing aids hooked to my laptop now that it can be set to read things to you. Yeah, that's okay. Settings. Let's try this. Nope. Oh. No. Don't do that. You guys still there? Yeah, when the chat goes fast, it could be. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, I know that Jeffrey's hearing aids can be hooked to his phone, and I know my sister Lisa's, hers can be hooked to her phone. Yeah, you're there. Okay, I clicked and something went away. I'm just not sure where I would find that setting. I'm looking right now, guys, because this would be really cool if I can make that work. That would be really neat. That may be something that's going to take a while for me to find. It might not be something I can do today. Because I don't know where to look. Well, my earbuds are already connected. It connected right away. So if I had sound on, yeah, I'll do it another day when or this evening. Um, because I could have my phone on or my computer. If my phone will do it, I'd rather have it work on the computer because that way it would just work. Yeah, I'll have to Google that because I never even thought about it being because yeah, and I'm sure that now I know that I can if I'm watching YouTube, but it doesn't read, it's one of those things where it's okay, let me think what I want to say because it's not coming. Um I know that if I'm watching a video, I can hear the audio that's on the video through my headset. But I would think that there would be a setting where it would read the chat. You're right, Lisa, and that's um, Windows has a reader that reads when you go to settings on your main screen, but I do not know if it reads YouTube. Yeah, but I would think either the phone or one of them would. I'm sure it would because the phone definitely reads texts. Not all hearing aids use the Bluetooth that computers use, but if they don't and they connect to the phone only, yeah, the phone would work. But these aren't hearing aids. These are just where did they go? They're the things I when we stream together, you have to have earbuds to stream together. So looks like my accessibility settings reads allowed the closed captions. Yeah, I'll have to play with that because that sounds very very interesting. I think that would be mm-hmm. Oh, I need to finish this one before I forget. You don't want to walk off from one. But I'll figure it out. Yep. Okay, let's put dots in here. Come on now. I'll say I am on camera, aren't I? What is it with daybreak and getting colder? I don't know, Julie. Our air conditioner seems to be running nonstop the last few days. And I swear the hot water tank does not even need to turn on to give us hot water. Lisa, you said Patrick leaves next week. Mom said something about the recruiter's actually going to fly down with him. This is my nephew, guys, just so you know. The 23rd from home and 25th from Anchorage to Texas. Aha. So soon. Yeah, well, that's standard procedure, Lisa. That's normal. Building working doesn't have air conditioning, works most of the time. Uh, we grew up in a house without air conditioning. I don't know how it would be now. It would be so hot all the time. Much sooner than you thought. Well, I think they've been trying to get him to go for a while, right? Since you got everything sorted out. What was that, a month or so ago? By the way, Mom, I think Mom really enjoys the magazines you got. It. She hasn't said anything really, but she's mentioned some articles that she's read. And she had read a basket of books by the time I got home. Because he had his pick of jobs, there was a lot of back and forth. Yes. Uh-huh. Grew up in a house with an attic fan, and now I love attic fans. Wish could put one in this house, but it doesn't have an attic. Ah. Um, well, there's an attic fan in our attic, but it doesn't work. Hasn't since we got it. We really need an exhaust fan up there, but uh, I want to put a solar one in so that as long as the sun is out, it pulls the heat out. But that's one of those things we just haven't had a chance to work on yet. It's it's on the list. Do you know how, guys, how that goes? On the list. But as hot as it gets up there, I'm pretty sure that an attic fan would probably really help. The other problem is we have some blown-in insulation up there, and you can't always have an attic fan when there's blown-in insulation. So.
I like that one too. Had big whirlybirds put in the roof, and it's amazing the difference it made getting the heat out of the ceiling. Yeah. Hi, Brittany. Well, I like the drawer pulls that have been in our possession. Like the drawer pulls that have been in your possession and on his to-do list since we moved in 11 years ago. Yeah, well, I have no complaints. You know, I have a huge greenhouse. I have garden beds. I have, you know, all of these things that he's gotten done for us over the years. I just, you know, a front porch and an attic fan and finished mudroom. Those things can, you know, they'll get there eventually. I'd rather take another trip. Which I think we have decided we are going to go up through Wisconsin into northern Michigan and then south in the fall. Our friends have to be in Elkhart. Well, mine's retired too, Lisa. That's another part of it. I don't know that we're thinking about it for 2025. We've talked about it, but I don't know. I don't know that we want to leave Mom. It puts me kind of, for quite a while, out of pocket. I mean, so it's just we haven't really made our decision about next year yet and about that yet. We do definitely want to do it and need to do it soon if we're going to do it. But the other thing is deciding whether or not we are going to do it as a tour. There's a company that does tours and they handle all of the bookings and everything. And in some respect, I think it would be fun to do that because, you know, they book stuff that we might not get to see if we did it that on our own. So
I need a little tiny marker in black. Let's see what we can get. Let's see if this one is too small. Nope. No, it's a little small. Uh-oh, you got green ears now? Uh-oh. Well, Teresa, you know, it shows you were doing something, right? You were having fun. That's the most important part. It shows that you were having a good time. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to have to quit. I can't see what I'm doing anymore. So I think I'm going to get ready to go. I just, this is, let me show you when I've gotten, uh-oh, it fell. Let's lay that up there. That's one I got done already. This is another one. Oops. I just have to cut these out. And I got this one. This one's not quite done, I guess. I've got this to do. I didn't realize I hadn't finished that one. Yeah, when you can't see anymore. My eyes are dry, and I'm having to take a ton of allergy medicine because of whatever I've done to my face. She wanted me to take a lot of allergy medicine. So it's messing even more with my eyes. So it's just one of those things. When we figure out what's wrong with my face, then I can either stop taking the allergy medicine or whatever. This is just, I haven't done any doodles. I just drew those out. This is another painted one that I've got ready. I just have to doodle on it. This is one that I haven't done anything to. Love it on the music paper. Yeah, that music paper piece came out real nice. Did I get another piece of music paper? I might have. No. I have, just a minute, I got to get it out of this envelope. Put them in these envelopes, and this paper is just a little big. So it's not wanting to come out. I got this piece. This is my background sheet. I'll probably use it for something. I haven't decided yet. So, but yeah, I really like the music paper. The music paper that I used, I don't remember where that piece came from. I'm not sure where that piece came from, honestly. So, but here's our book paper, our book page. So we can put that in there, and yay. But I do think I really kind of need to get another book made. Maybe that's what I'll plan on doing next week is getting out papers and making up a little book because I've got empty pages, but I think if I go too much further, it's just going to split the spine. It's already cracking. So anyhow, guys, I'm going to go. I scanned my little book page, so I'll post it. All right. I'll take a look for it later, guys. I'm going to go. Love you all. I don't know if Lisa and I will get to stream anytime this week or not, but I'll post it in the Facebook group if we're going to, and hopefully you'll get notifications. I'm sorry, Barbara, that you're not getting. Okay, Lisa, that sounds great. Now that we're home, I mean, we haven't had cell service a lot this trip. So, anyways, guys, I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all soon, and I'll see you next Sunday if nothing else. Okay? Bye-bye. Let me see. Now I have to figure out how to end this now. Now that I'm back, I don't know how to make it work.